Hey folks, it's me, John. JJJ. What, JJJ? Oh, it is actually John Joseph Jack James Barilla. No, no. JJB Tin Man, Views of NYC. And look over there, that little corner store there. It's kind of a nice old building here on the corner of Lafayette, Astor Place, Lafayette. A lot of great buildings in this area. But anyway, this one definitely back into the early 1800s, I would imagine. I don't know the exact date. But that corner store there has been so many things over the years. Used to be Astor Wines for many, many years. And I'm trying to think what it was before that. It was some kind of a community cafeteria or something. It's been so long ago, I can't remember exactly. But then it's been many different things. It was actually a Walgreens not too long ago, but that closed, and then it was just sitting there for a long time. Now it's Cane's Chicken. I noticed this just popped up recently, and they just opened, I believe, last week or so. And it's I haven't even tried it yet or anything, but it's like chicken tenders, or I don't know exactly what it is. But hey, when we get over here, we're gonna get this is where Kmart used to be. This is another great old building. This is an older building too. I believe the history of that. I'm trying to think of the name of the famous old department store many, many, many years ago. This whole area had, like, I guess, a strip of department stores. Anyway, Kmart was right there in that corner store, which is going to be very soon Wegmans, which is like it's a chain, I believe, and it's like a specialty grocery store. But that should be interesting to see what that's going to be about when that opens. And I'm here again on Astor Plaza, one of my very favorite places, and it's so close to where I live here. I'm within just a little more than half a block, almost a block, say, from where I live, which is, there's 8th Street. I've said this so many times. That's 8th Street. But over there, in that area, before you get to 3rd Avenue, it says Astor Place. Then when you see where that new building is, that's right off of 3rd Avenue, and the other side of Cooper Square, the library there. It's about a great old building. Anyway, that's like St. Mark's Place. Again, I've always talked about that, how the streets right around here got so many different names and areas, and then everything around the Cooper Square there, or the Cooper Union rather, that becomes Cooper Square on the other side, but that's actually the Bowery, and then as you go north, it's actually 3rd Avenue. I've talked about that a lot. Confusing for people. I give a lot of directions. I'm out here hanging out. Anyway, there's the Cube, one of my favorite things, the big black cube. Now that they brought it back, it's safely reinstalled, and you can see how secure that base looks now. The vandals that had caused the reason for it to be taken away, some people actually came in the middle of the night at some point and rocked it back and forth to the point where that little circular base on the bottom there got so loose that they closed it down, took it away. I thought it was not. They had it locked up for a while. They had it. There's an interesting person hanging out. They had it all locked up, and you couldn't turn it because a lot of people love to turn the cube. I say spin the cube. Hard to spin, but really it's much easier now that they brought it back. Now that I say that, they brought it back, more secure than ever. And they even replaced the sign which had disappeared that tells you exactly what the cube is. It's a sculpture called the Alamo, 1966, 1967. Tony Rosenthal, that's the artist. It's an anonymous gift to the city of New York in November of 1967 when John V. Lindsay was the mayor. August Heckscher was the administrator. Doris Friedman director of Department of Cultural Affairs. And it was a temporary art structure, application, I don't know what you would call it, which happens a lot here on the plaza. And this is before this was a whole plaza. And just a few years ago, right here, as I step, you can see this little dividing area here. This was a curb. As I stepped this way, this would have been the street. And there was traffic, 2-lane traffic here. As you go over there and see there's a road on the other side, that's Astor Place over there again. Right? It's still a 2-way going to Broadway, but they got smart. They closed all of this off. Got rid of the street, because you don't need it, because you can come across 8th Street. You don't need to come across Astor Place. It's only from Broadway, heads east. So they closed it off, and the cars still go there, see? And they go over from Broadway, they go east from there. But by closing it off, this little marker, this strip here is actually marking, right, where Astor Place and Stuyvesant Street, as it headed this way, and this was actually, believe it or not, I don't know the name of it or anything, but an old Indian trail, kind of marking the path. I guess it came up from the south, and then as it hit here, it headed east. And that's about all I know about it, really. I should look into it more. But anyway, so then as you head east here, though, and this is 8th Street, not Astor Place, but since they got rid of that over there, and Astor Place would continue through here with the 2-lane traffic, which is not there anymore because of this, where they took the road away. Here, no more road. It's all Astor Plaza, one big public space, which is just where that building is. That used to be a rat-infested parking lot. So that's a good thing that they built that, put that nice, interesting-looking piano-shaped. It's like a grand piano, the top of this building. Anyway, am I still going? Yeah, still going. Oh boy, this is the longest video I made in a long time. I'll finish in a second. Anyway, you can see how the plaza is a very nice public space. And on the other side, the plaza continues over there by the subway stop. That's an ancient, nice-looking, old-time subway stop there. You can see it there. They just painted it, made it look nice again. It was looking so crappy for a while, you know, the graffiti folks and everybody messing with it. It's hard to keep the windows nice, though. They're still kind of dingy. It had a lot of paint on it. They cleaned them off, but still. And then over there, some nice trees, and there's more places to sit. That's a continuation of the plaza on the other side of 8th Street right there. But then when you get over here on 8th Street, where those cars are going, that's Astor Place again, which is, I live on 8th Street, Astor Place. Nope, when you get across the avenue there, where you see the cars turning up and down the avenue, that's St. Mark's Place. That's where I live, just down from this newer building that's getting up there. I live about a half block down. And that's why people are so confused. And then you go north on 3rd, you go south on the Bowery. Why is it 3rd? Why is it the Bowery? Why is it Cooper Square? Why is it St. Mark's? Why is it Astor Place? Why is it 8th Street? It's all the same streets. So people they'll be walking around here and they got their Google and they're looking for some place, and I'll see people looking really confused, and I'll say, can I help you? You know, and I end up telling them where they really want to go because they can't figure out what happened to Astor Place. Where's good, you know. Anyhow, just a little information to confuse y'all. But I'm making this quick video, and just to say hello. And it's a nice day today. We've had so much rain and terrible flooding, actually, and actually I think we have to look forward to our 7th weekend in a row coming up of heavy rain or a lot of rain, whatever. They've already predicted that, and that's like a drag. What are you going to do? Anyway, but today we got a nice day. It's might be 62 or so, maybe even mid-60s. It's cool, slightly breezy, but nice. There's some clouds in the sky, but beautiful sky. Beautiful day. I'm out taking a walk, and I was picketing a little earlier. I've never made a video while doing that or anything. Just don't feel like it's necessary, and a lot of people do take photographs and whatever. SAG-AFTRA picketing the studios and all that, so, but I just have never done that. Maybe I'll do it one of these days when I'm picketing. That's still going on. SAG-AFTRA strike against the studios, which is a major thing. Everything's shut down. The only thing that is still going on, I'm going to go towards 3rd Avenue here. The only thing that's still going on in production is things like Saturday Night Live, or the late night talk shows, or just certain kinds of shows that are actually under different contracts. Because a lot of people in my union have been complaining lately, thinking about what's going on here? Why do I'm watching Saturday Night Live? Why am I watching Saturday Night Live? We're on strike. Aren't we on strike? Isn't this breaking the strike? Well, no, because it's a SAG-AFTRA contract, but it's a different contract than the general, TV and film production contracts, which is the major thing, and that's what we're on. And also, I guess we're also in there, would be included video game productions. We're also on strike against that contract right now too. And there's several issues all involved with all this stuff, and a lot of it has to do with artificial intelligence and CGI and all that stuff, and try to get some control over it so that they don't just wipe out all the actors and residuals actors make on things, because everything becomes like artificially created with AI, and maybe not even real people, or even if they use a real person, they and they enhance it and whatever. Then once they got it, they don't want to pay anymore, and they're not paying enough anyway, and it's all that kind of stuff. And so we're still on strike. So that's what I was doing a little earlier. Now I'm on my way home, and just taking a walk around the neighborhood as I got home here. And I was going to do a little grocery shopping, but I'm going to wait, go out again a little later. But now I'm heading home, and I just thought I'd come on and say hello. And I'm almost 12 minutes into it now, which I'm checking my phone also, because my videos lately, or not lately, but for a while, couldn't make them, they'd be like 2 minutes and they would end automatically. And I said, what's going on? And I realized the phone had so much stuff, photos, videos, different data, whatever, everything was all filled up practically. So I dealt with that a bit by making a lot of deletions or moving things off of the phone. And hey, look at the pigeons. This is a park I talk about, little teeny triangular garden park, which I always complain about because there's never anything here much. And they keep working it and changing it a bit. But now this year, and I haven't been around here too much lately with a video, but for some reason this past summer, now we're into the fall, so see that hole? Rat hole. Oh, of course they have the big traps, I think. They usually do. Look around the sides. I don't even see them. They got to be here. Anyway, they got traps for them. But anyway, you'll notice they really cleared it out. They had a few plants here this past summer, but there's only a few. Now these are fresh. They just, for whatever reason, there's hardly anything other than the sundial. That's actually a sundial there. You could tell the time if you know how to use it. But and it also points up north, south, east, west. And it used to have great, flowers and whatever. But at some point, and I think part of it is, I wonder who has actual control over this garden, because you'll notice now the only thing you see in here that's greenery is a couple of small, that bush, and there's another couple of bushes up that way. Maybe the sun's going to block that out. See those two little bushes, but they're fresh, they're new. There's another couple on this side of the sundial, right over here, and that's about it. And I thought, well, that'd be all right if you don't want to have too many, but how about putting them in a pattern or something that's a little more interesting, or hopefully these can get a chance to grow, because they're teeny tiny and that's not too impressive. But I always feel like they should just put more trees. Like there's a nice tree right here, and on this end over here is another great tree which has beautiful flowers in the spring and everything. So I always feel like take 2-3 more trees and put them in these empty areas, and just have it a little triangular garden with several nice trees, and the heck with trying to have everything else. Now all they got is, it's like a pigeon hangout feeding ground. Pigeons are just going nuts in here. I always wonder, like, well, I guess people throw things, breadcrumbs, whatever, But this area over here, for some reason, they really are. They see them all pecking away. They're all eating over there. They're all checking whatever that's in. Decent. There we are. Not just pigeons, just another little bird right there. There it is. There's a bird. Where's the bird? I lost the bird. Anyway. There's a bird right there. Look. Oh, heck, that was like a red bird. Too fast for me. So anyway, you know, the pigeons love this place. And there's not much garbage right now. People tend to like throw their garbage in here, which is like, that's one reason, you know, there's nothing in there. They just toss their garbage. That's just one of those bizarre things that you go, why are people like that? What the heck? Anyway, what? Okay. So, anyhow, that's about it. I'm gonna head home over here now. Whoop, I'm tripping. Okay. But it is a beautiful day. I'm enjoying my walk home after being on the SAG-AFTRA picket line. And now I'm talking to you folks. Ooh, look at that sun. That sun's really bright in my eyes. Anyway, and that's it. So this is like just a little over 15 minutes just to see how long I can make a video now that I cleaned my phone off a bit. And that, I'm surprised it went this long. It might end any second, who knows. I still need to keep up with getting rid of a lot of stuff on the phone that shouldn't be there or don't need to have there, all that stuff. That's about it. There's Cooper Union over there, another one of my favorite old buildings. Part of Cooper Union, which is a school. They have several buildings in this area. And in fact, I believe they had something to do with that park that I was just, that little triangular garden, because at one point there was a school building right there, which doesn't exist anymore. They sold that building, and now they have this new modern. I love this building for its reflections. Look at the clouds and everything. And it actually looks like that there's a shape over there, that triangle. And that's like an optical illusion because it's flat. And the way the windows are, it just gives you that impression. There goes a bus. And then on a day like this, just beautiful reflections. I've taken a lot of photographs, different angles of that building. And that was a school building. It was like a 5-story white brick, just the most ugly old building that Cooper Union owned. They sold it, and now it's this building. But in selling it, somehow it was connected where the garden is right over there that I just came from. You see another little triangular garden over there I just came from? All right, well, it was dedicated to someone. I even forget I'm forgetting the person's name now. Anyhow, and it was kept up. And then when they got rid of it, or don't have they don't take care of it anymore, the city probably does, but I think that has something to do with why it's not well kept. It might, I mean, who knows why? Because there's a couple other little triangular gardens over there that are very well kept. One of my favorites is a block away down. I'll show you that another time. I've showed it to you before. But it's, it actually has like private people that have donated their time, and they go in there and they keep that garden just gorgeous, fabulous. Even now there's a lot of nice flowers in it now that it's getting colder and everything. But that one I really like. I'll show you another time now. Hey, a lot of tattoo places on this block where I live. St. Mark's Place. I'm walking on my block. St. Mark's Hotel, there's an old hotel. That goes back a long ways too. And anyway, Hamilton Holly House. It's a historic building. Right here. They kind of redid that building not too long ago. And there's major stuff going on besides this new building that's going up over here. Something with the water mains or something. There's several days I haven't had any water because they've been shutting it off. They're just really, digging everything up. You can see right there they're doing all this work. It seems like they cover it up, and every day they come back and they rip it all open again. So they're obviously not finished with what they're doing. I hope I got water when I need to take a shower. I haven't taken a shower yet today. That's another thing, dealing with my rash. Try to keep the ointment on several times a day, and I like to get cleaned up at some point and then do it again or whatever. So recently I've had a couple days where I was going to get cleaned up to go out or whatever. And I had to go, whoops, no shower for you, my friend. Not for a while. So we'll see when I go in here whether the water's working. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm going into my house right now, into my apartment building. And I will say goodbye, good afternoon. JJB Tin Man, Views of NYC. Bye-bye.